Alright, let's do it. Alright, welcome back guys. We're here at Spiders of the Law, and today is gonna be another longer video. I've been really going crazy with the shorts lately, but I've been kinda enjoying them. The feeding is like it's a really good format to do the feeding videos, and so it also helps my channel grow quite a bit. But today we're gonna have some other unboxing video. Alright? So got a whole bunch of new additions. I also have a couple more, but those ones I'm gonna let you know about those ones later on. And so I wanna try to unbox all these, and I might have to split it up into two videos depending on this camera, depending on how quick I am. So which ones are we gonna do first? Well, first of all, most of them I'm gonna be putting into a container like this. It's 3 by 3 by 6 or 3 by 3 by 5, something like that. There's a nice little lid on it, some ventilation holes, and there you go. And a nice little area for feeding. If you've seen my feeding videos, my shorts, then you probably saw these guys. I'm pretty happy with these ones. So most of them are gonna go into this, and I have a couple of other ones that will go into something else, but when I get to that, then we will see. I think we should do these ones first. Avicularia species Pacallpa, Peru. Did I say that right? I hope I did. And we got some substrate. I want to give them a nice cork bark. Let me see what I can find. Yeah, maybe these two. These two right here. These should be alright. But as a water dish, I just got some bottle caps. And I've seen my other Avics go down and drink from there, so this should be alright. What you can also do is stick them to hot glue them to the bark. Right? But what I found is the only way to clean them is to rinse them, and then you have all this water in here, which sometimes can be too much. So for these little containers, I like to just put them on the floor. Some sphagnum moss. Alright, so in here I added some sphagnum moss. I got the Ybyrapora kind, the green one, and I guess the regular one. And this should be a nice little home for an Avic. Oh, and here we got the other one. So they look very similar. I also set up my phone as a second camera, and hopefully I'll be able to get some better footage from this angle. Let's take a look. This was sold to me as a 3/4 inch sling. Oh yeah, there she is. Alright, so what I'm gonna do, just gonna take this whole thing out, probably put it in there, and then open it up right here. Just checking out my brush. She decided it's not tasting very yummy, so but at least now I can see her because she came out a little bit. So we're gonna do like so, and then let's try to walk over here. We don't want to leave. There we go. Yep, she's in. Let's fill up the water bowl. There we go. Here she is. Cute little guy. Alright, so that's the first one. Let's do the other one. Alright, so here we got the other enclosure. And we're gonna put the second avic in here. Should be pretty straightforward. I might try to do the same as I did with the first one. Yeah, so she's right in there. Tiny little thing. Alright. I think I'm gonna try to do exactly the same thing. Take the whole paper out. I like how these guys turn around and face the brush instead of running away. That's very cute. So tiny and already an attitude. Right. I'd like you to walk backwards. Come on, little guy. Yes, go this way. There she is. There she is. Let's give her some water. See if I can get a nice close up. There we go. Alright, there we go. That's number 2. And let me see if I can get another nice close up for you guys. Alright, and off to the next one. So this is Ybyrapora diversipes. I hope I said it right. And this guy is very tiny, but since they are pretty sensitive, they need good ventilation. So what I will do is I will just put them in the same container. Nice big container, it has lots of holes. And I think it's easier for this little guy to survive in something big rather than something small like this. At least that's what I found out in my research, so that's what we're gonna try and do. And alright, I'm excited for this guy. Alright, so let me put on some substrate. It's basically gonna look very similar to the avics that we just did. Alright, this is gonna be a very tiny guy, so he's gonna get, show you, he's gonna get a small cork bark like that. And I also want to give him a stick. I don't know if she's actually going to use it or not, but we will find out. This should give her multiple spots to choose from. Just a little bit of sphagnum moss, not a whole lot. So this is going to be another very simple enclosure. I don't want to put too much stuff in there. I want to have a nice good airflow through it. There we go. That's basically that. Let's give this a go. Oh wow. It's so tiny. It's super tiny. She's all the way down there. Like all the way down. There she is. Okay. And she's in. She went in all on her own. Look how tiny she is. Oh my god. It's just a tiny little baby. I know it's tough to see through this plastic, but there she is. Ybyrapora diversipes. There she goes. What a tiny little guy. Alright, let me give him some water, put the label on, then we go off to the next one. Alright, and on to the next. So this one is going to be Psalmopoeus victori, Darth Maul, Tarantula. I'm going to use the same kind of container. And I have a Psalmopoeus cambridgei. She's actually climbing right up, right with my tip of my fingers, right there. That's her. And she's very, very happy in there. She already molted once. So this should be a pretty good home. Let me get some substrate. Alright, so here we go. Got the same substrate. What I noticed on my other Psalmopoeus, she actually burrowed. She made a burrow underneath her corkbark, and she went all the way across and up. And she dug all that out and put it like right in her water dish, of course. Like, what else, right? So here's her corkbark. She's plenty of room. She's gonna be digging this all up anyways, and she's gonna have a lot of fun putting all this stuff in her water dish. So it's nice and green, right? Gives a nice color. Alright, here we go. Psalmopoeus victori. It's very small. Okay, I thought this one would be bigger. There we go. It's a tiny little guy too. It's got some nice colors already. Kind of looks like an avic right now. Alright, give it some water. Alright, there we go. Psalmopoeus victori. The next would be these Ornithoctoninae, species Hati. I think they're also called Ybyrapora Hati. These should be a 1 inch sling. They are boreal as well, so they will get, again, my trusted container right here. Alright, we just prepare the substrate for 3 of these guys, and I'll be right back. Alright, so here's the substrate. These guys are boreal, but as a sling, they might have a tendency to dig a little bit, make a little burrow behind whatever cover they have. So, making sure that they have some substrate. Alright. You can kind of see. You kind of get the idea. It'd be nice if they would sometimes come out and sit on here. Or sit on here. But they can do whatever they like to do. Okay, let's put on the lids and then let's put them inside. Still kind of experimenting with my setup. Like, I really should just have one camera that's focused on me, and then another camera that's focused on the spider. But eventually I'll get there. So Ornithoctoninae species Hati. We got 3 of these guys. So here's number 1. These should be a 1-inch sling. It looks like this one actually molted. That means it's probably now bigger than a 1-inch sling. So these guys are an old world. So they are very fast. Use my usual trick. This is actually 2 spiders, huh? 2 spiders, 2 for 1. Alright, so I would like you to walk There she is. Very pretty. Alright, let me try to take this out. That's number 1. Let's give it some water. She is. Hiding away. And now the second one. Actually, I'm gonna turn it like this. Just plop it in. There we go. Little poke. I should turn around to check out what the paintbrush is. There we go. This one was a little bit more stubborn. It's giving like a tiny fret pose. So I can show you guys. There she is. Very nice. Alright, that was number 2. Alright, and now we got number 3. This one is ready to come out. It's like right at the door. So I'm just gonna take this whole thing. Try to bite. Actually did try to bite my brush. Very gentle. There we go. Sitting in the water dish. Sitting right in the water dish. That went pretty well. So off to the next ones. These guys I already pre-made the enclosures all the way up here. Basically pretty much the exact same as the Hatis. Alright, so these guys are pretty rare. They are Ornithoctoninae species, Mindanao South. Alright, they're from the Philippines. And they've only been in the hobby for like 3 years now, 2 or 3 years. So I saw them and I thought, like, you gotta have them, right? They're also very pretty. So these should also be 1-inch slings. So basically, same size like the Hatis we just did. So, all right, let's get to it. All right, let's try something like this. All right, so I got 2 of them. So let's start with the first one. All right, let's take a look. Get a little spider. Let's try to do the same thing like we did earlier. Some movement. It's hiding all the way in the corner. Just gently walk out. This guy really doesn't want to leave his home. Alright, there she is. Alright. She's in. So, fill up the water a little bit. And there we go. That's number 1. Let's do number 2. Yes, you gotta go this way. This is your new home. Yes. I know you guys couldn't see a whole lot there, but that went actually very smooth. I was able to move very gently. She is hiding right in there. See if I can go from the top. There you go. It's just a ball of fuzz. They're very gentle though. For now, at least. I mean, yeah, these ones were pretty gentle. All right, so that leaves us with 3 more. There's still 3 more, yes. So now let's do one that's possibly a little bit more feisty. All right, so this is an old world fossorial, Chilobrachys fimbriatus, something like that. I really gotta practice these names. Supposedly very defensive and aggressive, so we shall see. So I already started an enclosure for it. Basically, it's the same container as the arboreals. I filled it up with almost halfway with soil, and I put in a cork bark on this side, and I also made, can you see it? There, a starter burrow right there underneath the cork bark. So I'm hoping it's gonna use it. It might just dig a hole like in the corner here, which is totally fine. I mean, I don't expect it to be in this container for very long. It all depends on how fast it's growing. Now, what I also heard about these guys is they do quite a bit of webbing, especially if they don't dig down. So let's see what we get. There we go. So again, the starter burrow is right down there. Like it goes down pretty deep. Alright? Especially it's only a 3/4 inch length, so she's probably gonna be pretty small. Alright, we're all set. It actually has wrapped up inside this towel here. Let's put it in like so. Like that. You can kind of see the webbing now on the other camera. There we go. That was some strong webbing. Well, we got a little bolting. And there we go. She's still very tiny, as you can see. Very tiny indeed. Like I would say it's only a 1/2 inch sling. So something like this would have been fine. Like it would have been fine for a spider like that. Alright, and we got the next one. So I got a small enclosure. This is the same one I used for the Davos pentaloris, which are these 4, and there's one more behind. And that worked really well for them. They were only a 1/2 inch slings too in the beginning, so that worked really well. So Nhandu chromatus, it's a terrestrial spider, and I will try to give it a little bit of a height. And also they get really big, so I don't expect this one to last in here for very long. Now in preparation already, I had one made up already for the Nhandu chromatus. In case it was turning out to be bigger than expected, I would have put it into something like this. Nice little cave in there, something like this. So this one I'll keep, and then whichever one grows up quicker is gonna get this one. So yeah, let's take a look at the enclosure. Right, I think that's pretty good. There we go. Let's go close up. Nice little cave in there. yeah, this one definitely would have gotten lost in the other one, in the big enclosure, right? Alright, okay. Yeah, see, it's not too bad. There you go. Very nice. It went straight into its new little house. Let's give it some water. There we go. So let's take a look at this guy. Ephebopus cyanognathus. I have to. So many new names to learn. Let's take a look at this one. I have another Ephebopus. I have an Ephebopus murinus. And she's very fast. At least I think it's a she. Alright. It's not too big, so I think this enclosure should be pretty good. Probably wanna do it this way, because I'm thinking it might wants to go to the burrow instead of going up. So you guys should have a good view. Alright, let's do the same thing as we always do. Take out the whole thing, put in the whole thing. Now, this one, I kind of want to make sure that I have one hand free, because I learned from my other Ephebopus that they like to bolt, so I'm going to try to do it like so. Alright, now that it's opened up, it actually looks a little bit bigger than. Oh wow, look at those. Look at those front legs. They're huge. These front legs are just absolutely huge, and you can see those blue fangs. Oh yeah, they show up really nice. Okay, let me get this out. This was very simple. Very nice and behaved spider. Give it some water. There you can kind of see the blue. It's much stronger in person. Like much stronger. Alright. Of course. You know, if I would hit the record button, it would work much better. Anyway, so I forgot to hit the record button, so that camera didn't record anything, and so I'm gonna have to rely on my phone. Hope that it caught something. It's a very nice looking spider. Very nice. Very unusual. Like absolutely unusual. Unlike many of the other ones that I have. Alright, so this wraps up our unboxing for now, our rehouses unboxings. Overall, I think it went very well. We had no escapees, we had no bolting. The one Hati tried to bite my brush, but that was about it, right? I hope they're all gonna be very happy. Of course, I didn't go into any detail about any of the specific spiders because I simply didn't want to drag out the video too much. I will save it for another video. Like in the future, I plan on making an update video on like every single species basically. But there's one more thing. If you can guess what is in these little guys, leave a comment down below. I will be putting them all into this one. So I will do this in the next video. Very excited about this. This is going to be a very, very interesting project, totally new to me, and I'm looking forward to it. Alright? If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like. There's a lot of editing that went into this video most likely, and appreciate it. Thank you for watching. Catch you in the next one.